the players have come back into training this week and they're very motivated to finish off this campaign very well. Because as we know, everyone will depart now for the Six Nations, and then the group will split up. So it's very important that we maintain and we finish on a real high. So maintaining focus this week, the players certainly know what is at stake, and they certainly know that their standards and the way we perform is always on show. So it's very important every time that we run out in the field that the Munster brand and the Munster players is put out front. So it's very important that we play accordingly.
They've said a lot that they're ready for us. They didn't have the strongest team out against Claremont last week. They're very good. They've a very good record at home. I think they've won their last 2 games at home against McGahan and Biarritz. So they've been playing very well at home. And like all French teams, I talked to Prendy about it from when he was in Bourgogne. They're just 2 completely different teams. The French teams, the teams that play away from home, the team that plays at home are 2 different teams. So it's the last game of the Heineken Cup as well for them. The European champions are in town, and we've no doubt about the level of motivation they'll have for the game. So it's to make sure that we're mentally right ourselves to perform this weekend.
I think they would be a very similar team to ourselves in that they play with great passion and a huge amount of pride. And I think this weekend will be no different, especially the fact that they're at home. They'll try and, and they've got the European champions coming to town. They'll try and, get a scalp for the season for them. Considering they now are at the bottom of the table, they want to get something out of it. And I suppose there'll be no better scalp for them. You look at them; they beat Sale down there, and they only lost to Claremont by a few points. So it's definitely a tough place to go, as is any French team. But they're very strong in certain areas, and I'm sure their passion and pride will drive them on as well.
They beat Sale at home, and they could easily have beaten Claremont as well at home. So I suppose you write them off at your own peril, and I think. The first time we played them was a big shock, I suppose, for us in the way they played so well. And I think hopefully that'll help us this weekend. And I don't think we'll be complacent. Not saying that we were the first time, but we're going to know we're going to have to go down there and give it everything.
I know that the Heineken Cup is a massive competition for the top teams. I know that for the Stade Français, the Toulouse. I know that it's a massive competition for them. So I don't know why they haven't performed as well. Montauban, in retrospect, have actually done. They've done very well. They were beaten away from home by only 5 points, I think it was, by Claremont of Horan. Beat Sale. They've really done very well and come very close to beating us.
We have to navigate our way through that 80 minutes, and it's going to be extremely tough because Montauban are an extremely good side at home. Their results have been excellent so far this year. They had a good win against Sale there, so they're a good side. So at home they're very sticky, and they'll certainly have our number after losing here, where maybe the result could have gone their way. Our biggest challenge on Saturday is going to be getting a back-to-back performance, which we haven't been able to achieve so far this year. So our primary objective is to play well and get our processes right and continue to go forward with our game.